Welcome to Nexerfile, where the darkest mysteries and unsolved crimes come alive. February 25th, 1957. A cold, gray afternoon settles over the quiet outskirts of Philadelphia. The fields are bare, the trees stripped of their leaves, and the air heavy with winter's silence. Along Susquehanna Road, a narrow dirt path cutting through Fox Chase, something unusual sits half-hidden among the weeds, a battered cardboard box. At first it looks like trash, someone discarding an empty container from a baby bassinet, the kind of thing no one would give a second thought. But when a young man, curious and hesitant, peeks inside, his life and the city's history changes forever. Inside is the body of a boy, small, frail, no older than 6. His thin frame is wrapped in a cheap plaid blanket, his hair cut unevenly, as though in haste, his skin marked by bruises and signs of neglect. His eyes are closed, his lips pale, and his identity a complete mystery. This boy, abandoned in a box on a desolate roadside, would soon be known across the nation as America's unknown child. And his story would become one of the most haunting unsolved cases in U.S. history. The discovery and first investigation. Police arrive quickly, the flashing lights of 1950s squad cars cutting through the fog. Detectives in trench coats and fedoras step into the cold air, their breath visible in the night. They examine the scene carefully. The box once held a J.C. Penney baby bassinet, sold in limited stores. The blanket is traced to a local manufacturer. But these clues, which seem promising at first, will lead only to dead ends. The boy's body is examined. He is malnourished, underweight for his age. His fingernails and toenails are neatly trimmed. His hair has been cut recently, but clumsily, as though by someone inexperienced, or perhaps as an attempt to disguise his appearance. There are bruises on his body, scars that suggest prolonged abuse. This was not an accident, yet no one comes forward to claim him. No mother, no father, no relatives. Across the country, missing child reports are checked, but not a single case matches the boy's features. He seems to exist in a void, unwanted, unclaimed, and nameless. The media storm. The press quickly seizes on the story. Newspaper headlines scream, "Boy found dead in box." The public is shocked, horrified. How could a child be abandoned so cruelly? The Philadelphia Inquirer runs his photo across its front page. Detectives even dress the boy in children's clothing and photograph him, hoping someone will recognize his face. Thousands of posters are printed and distributed. The image of the boy circulates through neighborhoods, bus stations, and grocery stores. People stare at the child's haunting features, convinced they must have seen him somewhere before. But days turn into weeks and weeks into months. No one identifies him. Theories and false leads. The investigation becomes a maze of dead ends. Some believe the boy came from a nearby orphanage. Perhaps he had been mistreated and discarded. Detectives comb through adoption records, interview staff, and compare children. But every lead collapses. Others suggest the boy was kidnapped and later killed by his abductor. But no matching reports of abduction surface. There are rumors of a foster home nearby, whispers of a secret child kept hidden from the world. Witnesses come forward with stories of families that once had an extra child who suddenly disappeared. But nothing concrete is ever proven. In time, the theories grow darker. Could the boy have been part of a child trafficking network? Was he the victim of ritual abuse? Or was this simply a case of severe domestic violence, covered up by parents desperate to hide their crime? Each possibility is explored, dissected, and investigated, and each one collapses into nothingness. The case goes cold. Years pass. Detectives age. Files grow dusty. And the boy's grave, marked only as America's unknown child, becomes a place of mourning for strangers who never knew him, but feel the weight of his story. Citizens leave flowers. A priest holds vigils. Volunteers adopt the case as their own, determined to keep his memory alive. The boy, though nameless, becomes a symbol of innocence lost and justice denied. The dawn of DNA technology. By the 1990s and early 2000s, science begins to offer new hope. DNA testing advances rapidly. Investigators exhume the boy's body, carefully preserving samples. For years, they run comparisons, searching through databases, but technology is not yet advanced enough. Then, in the 2010s, genetic genealogy explodes. Cases once thought impossible to solve suddenly crack open. The Golden State Killer is caught using these methods. Hope surges again for America's unknown child. Finally, in 2022, 65 years after the boy was found in that box, DNA technology delivers an answer. His name is identified as Joseph Augustus Zarelli, born in 1953, a child of Philadelphia. At long last, he has a name. Unanswered questions. But the revelation brings more questions than answers. How did Joseph die? Who abused him? Who cut his hair and placed him in that box? Why did no one ever report him missing? And perhaps most haunting of all, why did his family remain silent for more than 6 decades? The investigation continues, but the deeper truth remains hidden. The police believe someone out there still knows the answers. Someone alive today may carry the secret of Joseph's final hours. Legacy of America's unknown child. The boy in the box is more than a case file. He is a reminder of the failures of justice, of the children who slip through the cracks unseen. His story has inspired books, documentaries, podcasts, and relentless discussion across generations. For years, his grave read only, America's Unknown Child. But now the name Joseph Augustus Zarelli is etched into stone, a final act of dignity for a boy denied so much in life. Visitors still come, leaving flowers, toys, and handwritten notes. His spirit lingers in the collective memory of Philadelphia and of America itself. And yet, the mystery is not closed. The shadows of Susquehanna Road still whisper. The unanswered questions remain like a weight on the conscience of a city. Joseph has a name, but justice, for now, remains elusive. Closing reflection. Imagine for a moment a child lost in silence, forgotten for decades, known only as the boy in the box. Imagine the cruelty it takes to abandon him and the years of unanswered questions left behind. This case is not just history, it is a mirror, reflecting the darkest parts of human nature and the relentless pursuit of truth. And as long as the mystery remains, the story of America's unknown child will continue to haunt us, a riddle carved in stone, waiting for justice.